At least we don't have to go too far for this guy. Now, can we keep up with the wind slashing? That's the big question here. If we can't, then we're going to have to consider alternatives.
Thanks. Anytime.
Yeah, so basically it's going to try and de-shell us and then hit us with the wind slash. It's going to start spamming it.
Anytime.
At least it's not doing Imperil, which is something, I guess. Ah, it does 11 volt. Okay. And while it hits everybody, regardless of having a sentinel or not, which is not a good sign. So we'll see. At least we can do decent damage to it. So it's basically going to be a case of trying to survive the 11 bolts. If we can, then things will be okay. Now, is Hope smart enough to start... Do we have, like, Bar Thunder? If we do, or if he's smart enough to start casting it, then that could help. Oof, it's just a lot of damage.
Thanks.
Okay, let's start building the gauge. Nah, too many misses. Again, I'm just going to cast magic here.
Time for another approach.
Sure, 11 bolts coming soon. There it is. Oof, it's already brutal. As long as this move continues to hit snow, it won't be as bad.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think it needs a bit of a combat clinic after this, honestly. Otherwise, we're not going to be able to keep snow in the game.
Keep the enemy off balance.
Yeah, so I think the goal is to try and get the gauge high enough so that we have some time to actually heal properly afterwards. It's proving to be tough. It's just completely relentless.
Thanks.
Yeah, because I have to keep switching back to this to keep the chain alive. And Hope's just not having time to cast his Sinner.
Change of plan.
Yeah, that's not good. That is not good. Thankfully, we didn't get any D-shell here. Oh, he's dead.
Time for another approach.
But you can see, like, finding a window to get that Mystic Tower going again, it's proving very difficult.
Keep the enemy off balance. Change of plan.
Alright.
Don't worry. Keep the enemy off balance.
No, doesn't need a Sinner. It got rid of itself. I swear he knows Zen Thunder though. That would really help my cause, honestly. I think we have to take a chance here. Like, if I can get it to 250, 300, I think we'd have a chance. Wow.
Change of plan.
Okay. I mean, we're staying alive. We're working the gauge. We're doing about as much as we can at the moment. That was not the smartest thing. Snow was who I was supposed to heal there. Okay. So we're hanging on here. But I mean, even with Shell, it's still hurting.
Thank you.
So switching between these is kind of working. At least I'm replenishing some of my stuff. And any little window I find to build the chain a little higher. I mean, its resistance is pretty good. Come on.
Time for another approach.
Okay, not going to get too greedy. Unfortunately, I can just see it. It's really going to start spamming 11 bolt hard once we get near the end.
Keep the enemy off balance.
So I think after Miasma, it's probably a good idea to do some of this stuff. At least immediately get some buffs back.
Change of plan.
Back to this. This is why I still think Lightning pretty much got to be in the front line. She's just so versatile. To some extent, she can cover the Hope when needed. But it's slow going. It's definitely tough. I think the time interval in between 11 bolts just gets shorter and shorter the further you get into the battle. So we'll see. Literally just one time. Yep. Look, there you go. It's a double. Ooh. Have to be very careful now. It's kind of too early in the battle for this to start happening. Like, this is kind of... We can survive for a time like this, but not for very long at all, I think. So I think we're going to probably get overpowered now.
Thank you. Keep the enemy off balance.
Let's see. Doing my best. What kind of debuffs and stuff? Can't poison, but you can slow. Yeah, I wonder if there's any value in trying to use Fang for the slow ability.
Change of plan. Time for another approach.
Yeah, it didn't do a double 11 bolt this time, not sure why, but I'll take it. Work it even a little higher. Okay, there it is. I think when we're down to like the final pieces, it's just going to keep doing it over and over and over again. And I don't know how I'm going to keep up with that.
Thanks.
But we'll see. We're hanging in there. And we still have a summon up our sleeve.
Keep the enemy off balance.
Oh no.
Don't worry.
Change of plan.
Okay. I guess it might be swapping Miasma for 11 bolt, which would not be so bad. But no, it's doing both.
Thanks. Time for another approach.
Keep those buffs coming. Intense though. These types of battles are always intense. So I always find this a lot of fun.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thanks.
Change of plan.
Hyper dangerous situations here.
Steady now. Anytime.
Keep the enemy off balance.
Thanks.
Come on.
Don't worry.
Thanks.
Just wait for it. Be patient. There's the third one. Okay, just doing it 3 times in a row. Could just about keep up here. Just about. But I have to spend some time in solidarity, otherwise I'm going to lose the gauge. So we have to take a bit of a risk here. It's coming down too fast. Okay, slowed it down a little.
Anytime.
Right, there it is.
Steady now. Anytime.
Wait for it. So as long as we can survive the triple 11 bolts, we should be okay. Oh no, we're going to lose the gauge. Oh, that was close. That was close. Yeah, really bottom of the barrel here. Here it comes again.
Don't worry.
Yeah, it's time to summon. It's time to summon.
Oh dear.
Yeah, we got overpowered towards the end there. I had to. And we don't have Phoenix Downs. I keep forgetting to buy more Phoenix Downs. It's my fault, but yes. Let's see if we can finish it off here. For the next set of 11 bolts. Because they're going to hurt. But I think we got this. Just in time. There we go. Yeah, I tried to keep hope along for the ride as long as I could. I think we... Oh. I think we'd have been okay if I had a Phoenix down or two, but because I didn't, I was just like, you know what, instead of retrying the whole thing, let's just finish it off. Ah, so this guy later becomes Vercingetorix. I forgot about that. So, we have R&D depot, and that allows me to buy stuff like particle accelerators, right? And adamantite, trapezohedron, so it unlocks a lot of stuff. So scarletite, kind of funnily enough, is one of the few things I can't really get in any abundance. But I think, for now, that's pretty good progress. Considering where we started and getting wrecked by the 4 slugs, I think that's a pretty good it's a pretty good effort to start. So I'm going to save, and then we're going to return to the Central Expanse in the next sesh and see what we can do. So we should be hopefully getting Chocobos in the next one. And then from there we can really start to push forward, I think, and get deeper into Chapter 11. I mean, it's already been like, what, 6-7 hours? So yeah, expect a good amount of episodes for this. But if you're enjoying it, hopefully that's going to be a very good thing. I had a really good time yesterday setting things off, and we made some good progress. In terms of the chapter overall, there's still a lot to do. But in terms of like getting through some missions and like getting a feel for the game again and getting back into it, I think it's been really nice. And so I believe we have every single one up to 11, right? So we're closing in on being able to get the Chocobo, and once that happens, I think things will ratchet up a notch. So we can now head back, I think, to the Central Expanse, right? I imagine the next missions are back on the Central Expanse. I did not check this before the session. I probably should have. I remember this bit being a bit kind of all over the place, but then the next few should be quite close to each other. Yeah, okay, so this one's finally become active. That's the one that we were after anyway. But if memory serves, that should be that. There's like a Seath that we have to defeat. It's like a big Seath enemy, and that could be tough. Like, so far, other than Hecaton Chair, I haven't encountered anything that's like that I have to defeat that's been like very tough or borderline impossible. Again, given that you can do a no Crystarium run through, I don't even know if you can complete the game. All I remember is that I had seen no Crystarium like missions, people doing Chapter 11 missions with no Crystarium. So obviously they've made it this far, but can you complete the game like that? I assume you probably can. But yeah, so like Hecaton Chair, obviously they must have got through that. And so I don't know if it was they basically ended up having to do what I did and really get some powerful like equipment, or they did it with like stats even lower than mine. I really don't know. But for me, I always kind of wanted to do some of the missions anyway and get the Chocobo, and I knew that I would need Gil eventually to get stronger, so that's why I didn't work too hard on Hecaton Chair to try anything particularly crazy. So, yes, this is the boy. Class C, so hopefully it's still doable. Like, the last one was tough, even Mission 7, like Bituitus or whatever it's called. That guy was pushed us quite hard, so we'll see. Gonna have to keep relying on our big boy Sentinel, I think, to take most of the damage. So, where is this guy? Okay. So I think it was mission like 14 or something for the Chocobo. Jump, 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 jump! Ugh. I guess one of the downsides of this whole like way of doing things is because we're not actually leveling up, we're just kind of making progress and optimizing and making very incremental improvements. Even though it's like 7 hours later, these guys haven't suddenly become super easy and I can just start blasting through. If you've been cashing in all of the Crystarium points and stuff during that time, obviously after 7-8 hours of playing, certain enemies that were like, you know, a 6-7 out of 10 difficulty will start to become more like 2 or 3. But with us, it's like the needle's moving pretty slowly. Until we do really get that Chocobo and just start like making a few 100,000 gil and really leveling things up, it's gonna be slow. But that's why I kind of want to get through Hecaton Chair with like minimal, like crazy leveling. So I think maybe what I'll do is I'll get the Chocobo, try to get as many chests as I can, and then revisit Hecaton Chair one more time once I have all that extra loot. And like I will take my stats up another notch, maybe get another 200-300 more HP, and then see if that could potentially be enough. Right, this is what we were working with, and I think in general it's working pretty well. A lot of it kind of depends on, do you have time to use Mystic Tower or not? If we don't, then it's going to be a real slog, or maybe impossible, and if we do, maybe we can get it done. Now, yeah, we're going like the full HP route here. Yeah, this is a pretty big one. Like, this is an absolutely essential... Wait, I went to the wrong place. Damn it. It's like an absolutely essential one. It's quite literally blocking the path to the Chocobo. Ah, wait, I can pick these up now. Nice. Well, at least this one. Much prefer this to having to defeat like 5 or 6 of those stupid little things. But as I predicted, it was a pretty crap one. I also didn't check what's in each chest. Honestly, I basically finished recording yesterday evening, and it's already just like it's the early afternoon of the next day, and I've just been working on other stuff. Just want to crack on. That New Year energy. Okay, this guy's doing his best impression of of Brass's Final Aeon here. Who do you think you are, mate? Final Fantasy XIII's music is good, but when I see that kind of scene, if I'm not hearing like dun 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 dun, then it's just not. It's not it. He's not him. All right, here we go. What can you do, big boy? Can he be provoked? Oh boy. It's going to be another one. I'm going to get caught in the crossfire a lot. Oof, my god. Yeah, that's not good. It did like 900 damage. Good grief. But we'll take it easy. We'll try to get all of the things for now. So he has percussive blow, then he does like a normal one. Alright, I think Hope's just going to stop here. He's not going to do anything else. But once again, I'd be looking to space out. I really don't like where she is right now.
We gotta win this.
Got to get out of there.
Don't worry.
Yeah, that kind of jumped back and then walked back towards the group. It's not good. This is like a little quake attack, I guess. But I mean, so far, it's relatively slow. Oh god. Okay, I think that's like time-based. Now,
Change of plan.
let's see. Can we get a round of this in as well? I think it's a good idea that we do. And then, come on, Snow, toss him up. No, toss him up. Why? God's sake, I was relying on Snow to just like smack him up in the air. I guess because he's resistant to physical. Yeah, this attempt's already over. And I think again I forgot to buy Phoenix down. But we need to keep him in the air. Basically this is... So it's an easy stagger, but this whole thing is about making sure we stagger properly. So let's try again. Looks like a tough customer. Yeah, definitely still want the protect and the shell.
Try that on me.
But yeah, look, she just immediately positions herself behind the sentinel. So I think that's one area that maybe like they could have optimized the programming a little better. Like if someone's trying to be a sentinel and draw fire, it doesn't seem very logical to deliberately go and stand behind them. So a little more natural spacing I think would have been nice, but can't have everything. Yeah, she still gets hit by that too. They're still too close to each other. But this kind of stuff is not too bad. No.
Thanks.
Yeah, I mean, she's learned very quickly that she shouldn't be using physical attacks, so... Right, so now... Quick. Ah, I see. Fine. But you're seeing the damage of that dominating fist. I'm not sure I can survive that. Hope's died both times, even with Protect, so unsure. But we couldn't launch him up. I don't know if it was because he's kind of mid animation or not. So there's some tough timing that we need to try and get here. I think for this battle, it might be worth considering like a different approach. What we also don't know is, what is he immune to? Or not immune to? No poison, but we can slow him. That's why part of me wonders, should I potentially... That's a mistake. Should I potentially use Fang? I think being able to slow this guy down will definitely help. But obviously Fang only has one slot, so keep waiting.
You asked for it.
Yeah, just stop walking into him. Just stop doing that. So I'm going to immediately switch to aggression this time.
Keep a cool head.
Before it starts walking forward, go. There you go. Come on, guys, go. Oh, they take so long, come on. He spent like 20 minutes in the air, and now we're going to die. 1,137, okay. So we need to change things around a little bit. Basically, I can't have Hope dying every single time he uses that move. So let's change it up. Yeah, we kind of need to level this one up a bit as well. I think that might be the better way to go. So I don't have a lot of gil. How could I even get some gil right now? Yeah, I think what I need to do is get myself a little bit of gil. I need to buy some Phoenix Downs as well. I think expecting to do that whole battle with 0 Phoenix Downs is probably a bit unlikely. But how? What is the best thing to get here? How do we even make gil? I only remember how to make lots of gil when you're already quite powerful by like defeating adamantulas and whatnot. I don't remember how to get gil if you're quite low level. I think cactars, you know what? Cactars might be an option here. Funnily enough. They could drop like those like items. Could be interesting. Let's see. I'm off. It's the first time we'll be fighting one.
Back off.
Oh no.
Back off. Back off.
What else can you do? So is it if you don't attack it, it grows? Is that how it works? I'm actually just going to watch this one play out. So it becomes a Gigantar eventually? Holy shit, it's been so long since I've seen that stuff.
We gotta win this.
Yeah, okay. So that doesn't work at all. Interesting. So I think we have to be really relentless with it. I think there was some kind of mechanic like that, like you have to hit it to stop it from growing potentially, like keep interrupting it basically. So let's just try something like this. We obviously can't deal with it once it grows and starts using 1,000 needles. We barely have over 1,000 HP. Yeah, so we interrupted there. But it's doing a lot of damage. 745 is a bit too much. So I guess as long as we stop it when it's doing its cactar dance, we should have a shot. Wow. Even with Protect, that's a lot of damage, man. And well, it seems to not be working with what's it called? With the Sentinel. Blitz also not slowing it down here. I think again this is looking a bit out of reach for me. Like 504 with that is just too much. And I think it's the fact that I can't interrupt it. I thought maybe 2 of these guys would be enough for that, but no. Well, well, well. Little shit. So much for that.